NFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Ready!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Richardson. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give the ball. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Hall again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Completes it to Hardman. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left half. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit to hold them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
19,
They threw an
Charger,
interception
19,
the first time they had
Charger.
the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater.
Let's go now.
He just made a great play there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First and 10, Taylor now. He stiff arms him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Slot man moves right. Second down, another run with Taylor. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the jump.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
He hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, so your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too quick.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Go!
Back to Taylor on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First and 10, it's Richardson. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
set, ready.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock it. Ready.
A give, running right is home. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Defenders have intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Red. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Ready. Ball play action. Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On 1st down, Richardson. Right side complete. That's Woods. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
18, pioneer, wrap all 80.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor from 8 yards out. And the Colts have moved out in front. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
Extra point by McPherson, up and goal. The Raiders made 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Come on.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got it. Ready?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 14 play. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Legarius Sneed, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there they weren't able to capitalize on, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
19 Lions.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now. Three. Check, Bobcat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And now here's another interception. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. And what will be the final action of this first half? So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get more jolt of confidence moving forward.
And off to the races down the right side. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Hardman to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
What's going on, guys? Can't we score?
Set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Garden would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Richardson on 3rd and short. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Come 19! 79 Broncos!
Richardson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And Richardson yet again. Catch made here by Campbell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That ball caught by Campbell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. The slot man in motion right. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now it's Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 17-yard line.
60
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you'll have extra guards rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've got no way of blocking.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Okay, Frank.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hall again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Okay, ready?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready? Cowboys!
On the counter, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Richardson. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Touchdown! Harris Campbell from 21 yards away. And the Colts have taken a fourth quarter lead. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Justin Reed. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.